Hello, my name is Alvin and I'm the lead developer here at Condasoft, and today I'd like to discuss about our new release, KS Bootstrap. It is a free Shopify themes. Even it is released for free, it is a very good theme in my opinion, and you may use it for any project in a store that you may have. And I will get you an overview of the highlighted feature that this theme have. Also, you'll see together some of the homepage sections and see their options as well through the Shopify theme customizers. Also, you'll see the demo. And so let's get started. Okay, so first thing, to see the demo, here's the link, and you'll see from the demo that we have a very lengthy homepage with almost all the available sections that we are using. But of course, you are free to remove and use only those sections that are needed for your store. Okay, great. So what else? So let's get started with the highlighted features. Okay, so first thing, powered by Bootstrap framework v5 or v4. So it means that this theme is available for Bootstrap version v5, which is just released right now, and it is currently in beta, but it is working very stable. We can confirm that through our own testing, that it is very good. Of course, Bootstrap, it is very mature right now, and those guys are doing a very terrific job with the framework. So yes, stick with the v5 version, with the new theme that we have just released for the Bootstrap v5 version. So develop respecting Shopify theme requirements. What does this mean? If you're going to click this link, you'll see that Shopify provide us, theme developers, a set of guidelines that we must follow in order to comply with their standards for a theme that must comply. So we make sure that we comply with, I cannot promise all of them, but of course the majority of them, and the one that we think are very important based from our own experience. So what else? All elements are fully accessible with ARIA attributes. It means that we fully support accessibility feature. It means that our themes have all ARIA attributes enabled. Especially it is kind of tricky for JavaScript-based elements like Ajax add to cart. When you add a product to cart without doing page refresh, we make sure that screen readers understand them, and the message it is displayed to the disabled user. It is important to note, because I see in many stores, because these features is really important to comply. Not only because you might think that I don't have accessible people buying from my store, but in fact in USA it is required by law, as far as you know, that your site must be fully accessible. So you should support accessibility on your store and disabled user. It means that users that might browse your store without a mouse, just with the keyboards in the majority of cases. So what else? No JavaScript framework dependencies. Example, jQuery. So it means that based on Bootstrap v5, which has dropped support for jQuery framework. In case you don't know, jQuery is a framework to help you build, to help you be better with JavaScript on your store. And but it is very old right now for the moment, and JavaScript it is doing a great job on its own, and there is no need to use a framework for the moment. And it also means that your store will load faster and it will be more in line with the future of development. Okay, so yes, what else? Support for native image lazy loading. It means that we are supporting native lazy loading that the majority of the browsers right now are supporting. Not all of them, but the majority of them have support for native image lazy loading. It is far better than the traditional lazy loading done with the plugin, with the JavaScript plugin, because browsers right now have the built-in method to support this. It means that, in case you don't know, it means that all your images, even iframes or videos that are below the fold, below the current view are not loaded immediately for better performance, and as soon as the user, your customer, scroll down, they will get triggered to load. So in this way, your website and your store will load faster. What else? Page speed score 96 to 100 from 100. Check results. Okay, say yes, we give a great importance, a great deal on page speeds. We think how to make your store run faster, and always try the best practices and try to make your store run as fast as possible, because study after study have suggested that a slower site means that a biggest chance for user to immediately bounce from it. So yes, I'm not going on the details about it, but it just want to say that we give a great importance on page speed. What else? All Shopify required homepage section around 20. Yes, we make sure that we comply all the Shopify sections that Shopify things are required and are needed for your store. So for these free themes we have 20, and of course for our premium themes might be even more, and some other sections as well, like for example the Instagram one, which is a premium feature. Okay, we'll go in details for the homepage section a bit later on. So let's move on. What else? All Shopify templates, cart, product, etc. have their corresponding settings. Yes, what does this mean is that beside that, all sections on the homepage have their own settings, which you can customize. I will show you a bit later on how to do that. And of course, all our pages, like for example the collection page that you are seeing right now, or the product page, or the cart page here, or even other pages like About Us, or the Contact Us, or even the blog and the article, have their own settings which you can customize and adjust based from your preferences. Okay, so what else? Product layout option, grid or list. Yes, it is a new feature that we have done recently, which gives your customer the possibility to change the view, either from the grid layout, which is the default one. Of course, you may change the default one from the settings to a list. Yes, you can see, if you click on the list button, you'll see that the layout has changed to a list. Of course, it's better to use a mobile view to check your web store, because as you know, the majority of your customers are browsing from a mobile phone, and you can see that the list view is a really nice way to quickly, and some customers may prefer to view in this way your store. So yes, it is a nice addition to have on your store. Okay, so what else? Ajax add to cart. Probably you know about this. You know what it means? It means that if you add a product to cart, it will not refresh the page, but rather it will add the product without doing a page refresh. Let's try it. Select quantity and click add to cart, and you'll see the pop-up message displaying just below with the product that we have just added to the cart. And if you want, it will not interrupt our screen, our current way. So it means that the customer can just ignore it, or either way click on the view cart if you want to proceed in the checkout. Okay, so what else? Recommended product section. Yes, again on the product page there is a section below, recommended products, which basically it is done through the Shopify recommended products API, which is a AI based, in fact, algorithm that gets smarter over time. So it means that if your store is getting sale and it is getting traffic, it will display better recommendation to your customers. If you want to dig more deep about this, just click on the link on the learn more and you'll have more info about that. Okay, that's all for the highlighted feature. Of course, the theme has other features, but those are the highlighted ones. So let's quickly jump over the homepage section and see some of the, let's say, biggest sections together, so we can understand the settings that we have. And yes, just go to the let me open the admin for our theme. Okay, and let me go to themes so that I can open the customizer. Okay, customize. And let's see the homepage section, what we have. Okay, so first we have the carousel. The carousel, which is, it is a really important section because it is the first one that your customer will see. So make sure that your images are good, and do not add more than 5 images to it, because it can decrease your page speed. So yes, let's see the options that the carousel have. So for the moment we are using 2 slides, but you can use more to them. And each slide has some other options as well, like the title or the description that you may want to add. Also, you may wrap in a container or not. It means that the section will shrink to the Bootstrap container. As you can see, it goes just in line with the other elements, but normally we should select it. We should deselect it so that it takes the full width. Okay, so we have other options like show controls, like this for this, and the indicators, which are referring to the small dots on the bottom. Okay, so we have other features like we can change the transition to slide and fade, or the autoplay. If you want to disable the autoplay, it means that the slides should not cycle automatically. Just set it to 0. But I prefer to set it to these settings, to 6 seconds. Okay. So with that, you can control the image width and height. But I recommend that you don't change this option. Just leave it as it is. Also, you have a nice option here, image minimum height, which in fact it is needed for mobile view. It basically says that the image height should not be below this preset height here. So if you go on mobile, you'll see that, and if you, let's say, lower these settings to 160, you'll see that the image will be shorter, okay, on mobile. So it is a really nice feature for your mobile view to have. I prefer to set it to 360, which I think it is a reasonable number. Okay, also you can control the spacing for these sections, which means you can have some margin on top and some margin on bottom. Like this, you see the space here, and normally you should disable the margin top for this section. Also, you can control the spacing on bottom. We have set it to 8. By the way, this is done through the Bootstrap spatial utility classes, which you may learn more info if you click on the link here. So, and some other sections have also padding setting. You can control the padding for the elements. Okay, so what else we have on the homepage? The featured collection, which is another really important collection for your Shopify store. Let's quickly see the feature that this has. So you can immediately select the collection, which we have a dummy collection called Men here. Also, you can set the title, the subtitle. You can limit the products. In this case, we have 6 products. Also, you can wrap in a container like on the carousel or not. Also, you can use this option to change the design, let's say with a light background, and also you can adjust it with the padding and make it a nice design as well. You see, now it is gray. Maybe you cannot look from the video, but it has a light gray background. Okay, so what else we have? Let's quickly disable that. We don't want to change the demo. Okay, there are a bunch of other settings like the heading size, the alignment, the subheading size. There is an option to show view all buttons or not, like this. Also, there are options to change for the product item. which you may change the image, if you want the border and other options. Also, yes, here is the grid options, which are used on some other parts as well, like on the future products, on the collection list, on the collection pages. It basically allows you to specify the number of products that you want to appear for each particular view. On the big screen, on the tablet, on the mobile phone, you can specify here. For example, we have specified 6 items here for the big screen, for the desktop, and 2 on mobile view. And if you go and look on a mobile view, you see that there will be 2 products appear. Okay, so this gives you full flexibility on how to display your products on various different screens. Okay, so gutter means that you may change the spacing between items in this case, between products in this case. So in this case we have selected for desktop 4, but you may have it bigger if you want, and you will update the spacing here. And for my mobile view, you may change this as well. Again, this section has spacing utilities as well. Okay, so what other section we have here to see? Okay, so I think you pretty much all the settings you can see on yourself and play with them and see on yourself. Okay, so also we have some other static sections, like we like to call them, like the announcement bar on the top and the nav bar just below it. Also we have the footer blocks, which are these blocks around here, and the footer itself, which is just below it. Okay, so on the announcement bar you may use it, of course, to display your important messages, and it has some other section as well. Of course, you may easily change the background to it if you prefer. And yes, what else? There is a nav bar. The nav bar is this part around here, which has the logo, the navigation, and the icon menu, as we like to call that. And it has the option, of course, to change the background color. If you want to have a dark one, you must then select the background style to dark, so you can update the text on it. And yes, you may change the shadow, and it has some other settings as well, like you prefer to have stick and nav bar or not. And yes, you can also select the cart badge icon here. Let's say in this case you might put it another color, for example, a dark black. Okay, so that's it for the home page. Feel free to play with them and see on yourself and see how you can readjust based on your own store needs. Okay, that's all for now. Let me know if you have a question about these themes. We'll be happy to assist you. Either write an issue on our GitHub page, or if you prefer, through the link through the comments on this YouTube video, and we'll be happy to assist you. Again, thanks for watching. Enjoy the day.